Hi ladies, I wanted to touch on when choosing the length of your topper. It's very tempting to measure the length of your topper, 18 inches. I'm going to buy an 18-inch topper. Makes sense? Yes, it does. But this is where I'm going to throw in a curveball. With all hair, as it goes longer towards the ends become thinner. All our ends on all our hair, even the highest luxury hair quality, are going to feel more dry at the root because the ends have just been living longer as opposed to fresh roots. Common sense, everybody knows that. It's the same on your topper. So if your finances can permit, we don't charge that much more for extra length anyway. I think our prices are quite in par with each other, give or take 100 or so for length. If your finances can permit this, go a few inches longer and ask us to cut at checkout. Ludicrous, I hear you're saying. She's crazy, she's charging us more money to cut the hair right off, right? That's what you're thinking. You honestly couldn't be further from the truth. You're getting longer hair, you're cutting off the drier ends, and you're getting thicker, healthier, blunter ends. In addition, going longer means you're allocating around this much for a wave or a curl. You're also allowing the extra length for future trims. So say your hair's here and you get a topper that's there, you can either ask us to trim it, maybe trim it to here halfway. That gives you wiggle room to wave it or wiggle room to further trim it and increase its longevity. The hair really is healthier as you move up the hair shaft. The ends really do become a lot thicker and a lot blunter, and they feel nicer. You cut off the dry ends. So don't just think my hair's 18, the topper's going to be 18. Think ahead. Those ends coming off, it makes such a difference. Anyway, it doesn't bother me what length you go for. As I'm just working on the pieces and thinking, God, that could benefit from an inch off, I just thought I would mention it. Hope that helps. So these are both 18 inches, but can you see where this was a longer length and we cut the ends, and this one is just 18 inches without cutting it, pulling and stretching it? Look at the difference between the ends. By all means, some people want this. They want light, wispy. They don't want thick, blunt ends. But if that's the look you're going for, just want to show the health of the hair and the thickness of the ends. You cannot get that unless you go longer and you cut. This is naturally how the ends of the hair pieces and of all our hair really naturally are. So take that into consideration, and this is a helpful visual so you can decide the end result that you would like. And that's from the back, and then that's from the back. Following on from that, I just had a client ask me why not cut the ends and then put them for sale. So I'm going to explain to you what I've explained to her. Sometimes the longest lengths I have available are 21 inches. If I go ahead and I cut them to 18 inches, yeah, sure, the ends will be thicker and blunter, but there's a couple of things that I need to also bear in mind. Firstly, I need to think of the girls who actually want the 21-inch length. I don't have 24, 25-inch length hair just lying around where I can cut the ends. It's incredibly hard to source and buy and find 25-inch length hair. So I don't have enough of that to be cutting to offer you guys 21 inches. So when I have 21-inch hair length stock, I do sell it as 21-inch hair to cater for clients who need that length. If I feel a piece really does have dry ends, and sometimes, I'm going to be honest, it does happen, I will cut the ends and I will advertise it as 18 inches length has been cut from longer length. The other thing you need to bear in mind is if your hair is longer, say you're a lady who has 24-inch long hair and you like the long thin end, and I go ahead and I cut, the lengths, you can't blend it in then because it's going to be blunt cut. So then in that case, you need the long wispy ends in order to blend in with the longer length. So not everybody likes the blunt cut. I personally prefer it. I like thicker, blunter ends, but it's not for everyone. So moving forward, if I feel the quality would be, largely benefited, I will cut and I will advertise it as so. But for most of the time, I'm going to leave the ends tailed off to give the buyer the option to ask us to cut for free at checkout. I can't guess what each buyer is going to want and need, so I need to give you the option at checkout. And it's the same for cutting in a fringe, a face frame. I don't know, some people don't want that, and I am just sabotaging my stock, cutting it all up from the beginning in case it doesn't work for that buyer. I hope that explains it. Bye.